starting an Etsy shop in 2026 could quietly cost you over $5,000 before you ever see a profit. Yes, that's $5,000, not counting your time. Most people jump into Etsy with visions of easy sales and quick cash, completely blind to the actual financial investment required to even get started, let alone become profitable. They hear stories of overnight successes, but nobody talks about the months of losses and the significant upfront capital needed for inventory, marketing, and the dreaded hidden fees. We're going to break down exactly where that $5,000 goes and why ignoring it will sink your side hustle before it even floats. But first, let's expose the myth that Etsy is a low-cost, easy entry point. The myth is that Etsy is cheap to start. In reality, Etsy's fee structure can quickly eat into your margins. You've got the listing fee, 20 cents per item, renewable every 4 months or when the item sells. Sounds small, right? But if you want a decent inventory of, say, 100 items, that's $20 every 4 months. Then there's the transaction fee, a hefty 6.5% of the item price, shipping cost, and gift wrapping fee. And don't forget the payment processing fee, typically 3% plus 25 cents per transaction. Rates vary by country. If a customer finds you through Etsy's offsite ads, that's another 15% fee if your shop has made under $10,000 in the last 12 months, or 12% if over. For a $30 item with $5 shipping, that's $2.27 in transaction and payment processing fees alone, before any ad fees. These add up, and most new sellers don't factor them into their pricing, which leads to major losses. But the fees are just the beginning. Your biggest cost might surprise you. Beyond fees, inventory costs are where the real money drain begins for physical products. Let's say you're selling custom-designed t-shirts. Each blank shirt might cost you $5 to $8 wholesale. The vinyl or screen printing supplies could be another $2 to $4 per shirt. To launch with a reasonable selection of designs and sizes, you might need to produce 50 to 100 shirts. That's easily $350 to $1,200 in raw material and production costs before a single sale. What if those designs don't sell? That's dead inventory sitting in your spare room, tying up capital. This is a common mistake, overproducing before validating demand. Many new sellers spend hundreds or thousands on materials, only to find their niche isn't as lucrative as they hoped, leading to significant financial losses. But what about digital products? Surely they avoid this problem, right? Even digital products, often touted as passive income with zero inventory, have significant upfront costs that contribute to that $5,000 figure. To create high-quality printable planners, digital art, or templates, you'll need professional software licenses. Adobe Creative Suite, for example, can be $50 to $80 per month. Specialized fonts or graphics licenses can cost anywhere from $20 to $200 per asset. Then there's the time investment. Designing 20 unique digital products could take hundreds of hours. If you value your time at even minimum wage, that's thousands of dollars in labor. Outsourcing design work isn't cheap either. A custom planner template could cost $100 to $300 from a freelancer. So while you avoid physical inventory, you're trading it for design software, licensed assets, and a massive time commitment, which can be even harder to recover. But the biggest challenge isn't production, it's getting noticed. Once your products are listed, the next hurdle is marketing, and this is where most of that $5,000 disappears. Etsy is saturated with millions of shops. Simply listing your items is like putting a single grain of sand on a vast beach and hoping someone finds it. You need to invest in Etsy ads, which can cost $10 to $50 per day to get visibility, especially in competitive niches. That's $300 to $1,500 per month just for internal ads. Beyond Etsy, you'll likely need to promote on social media, potentially paying for Instagram or Facebook ads. A basic ad campaign can easily run $200 to $500 per month to drive external traffic. Many sellers also invest in professional product photography, branding, and even building an email list, all of which add hundreds or thousands to the startup cost. Without a solid marketing budget, your beautiful products will simply gather digital dust. But there's an often overlooked cost that can crush new sellers. Shipping and packaging supplies are another hidden cost component that adds up fast. For physical products, you'll need boxes, bubble mailers, tissue paper, labels, and tape. A starter pack of 100 shipping boxes might be $50 to $100. Branded tissue paper or stickers for a professional touch could be another $30 to $50. Then there's the actual shipping cost. While customers often pay for shipping, you still need to factor in the time to package, print labels, and drop off packages. If you're using Etsy's shipping labels, you get a discount, but the cost still comes out of your pocket initially. Miscalculating shipping costs is a common mistake that eats into profit. For example, undercharging by just $1 per package on 200 sales a month means a $200 loss. This constant outflow for non-product essentials can quickly deplete your initial capital, especially when sales are slow. But what about the time you put in? That's a cost too. Perhaps the most overlooked cost is your own time. Many treat their time as free labor, but it absolutely isn't. Setting up an Etsy shop involves product research, design, photography, writing compelling descriptions, SEO optimization, customer service, order fulfillment, and marketing. Realistically, getting a shop off the ground and managing it can easily take 10 to 20 hours a week, especially in the beginning. If you value your time at even a modest $15 an hour, that's $150 to $300 per week, or $600 to $1,200 per month, that you're investing without immediate return. After 3 months of intense work, you could easily have spent $1,800 to $3,600 of your own time. This is why many people burn out. They're working for free and often at a net loss for far longer than they anticipated. But what happens if you try to cut corners to save money? Here's what happens if you try to cut corners to avoid that $5,000 startup cost. You use low-quality product photos taken with your phone, resulting in blurry, poorly lit images. You skip paid Etsy ads and rely solely on organic traffic, which means your listings are buried under thousands of competitors. You use generic product descriptions, missing out on crucial SEO keywords. Your customer service is slow because you're overwhelmed. The result? Your shop gets virtually no visibility, no sales, and quickly fades into obscurity. You spend a few $100s on materials and listing fees, but you've wasted hundreds of hours and gained nothing. This cheap start often leads to a quick, painful failure, teaching you that sometimes investing wisely upfront is the only way to even have a chance at success. But how do you actually make money then? Let's look at a realistic profit scenario. Imagine you sell a custom digital print for $15. Your design software subscription is $60 per month, amortized over 50 sales. That's $1.20 per item. Etsy listing fee, 20 cents. Transaction fee, 6.5% of $15.98. Payment processing fee, 3% plus 25 cents, 70 cents. Total fees, $1.88. Your net per sale is $15 to $1.20. $1.88 equals $11.92. Now, factor in marketing. If you spend $100 on Etsy ads to get 20 sales, that's $5 per sale. Your true profit per item drops to $6.92. To cover your $5,000 initial investment, you need to sell 722 prints at this margin. That's a lot of sales for a new shop. This demonstrates that profit isn't just revenue minus direct fees. It includes all your overhead, marketing, and time. So, how do you even begin to scale this? Scaling smartly on Etsy means understanding your numbers from day one. Instead of launching with 100 products, start with 10 to 20 highly researched, high-demand items. Validate your niche before investing heavily in inventory. Use free marketing channels like Pinterest and TikTok aggressively before relying on paid ads. Focus on collecting customer reviews early, as social proof is crucial for conversion. Automate as much as possible, from using Etsy's calculated shipping to template responses for common customer questions. As sales grow, reinvest a portion of your profits back into better photography, more targeted ads, and expanding your best-selling lines. The goal isn't to make a quick buck, but to build a sustainable business over time, incrementally increasing your investment as your revenue proves viability. But even with smart scaling, competition is fierce. The competition on Etsy is a massive wall. There are over 7.5 million active sellers globally. For popular items like personalized jewelry, wedding invitations, or digital planners, you're not just competing with other new shops. You're up against established sellers with thousands of reviews, optimized listings, and massive marketing budgets. This means you need a truly unique selling proposition, USP, something that sets you apart. Is it your specific aesthetic? Your superior customer service? A niche product that nobody else offers? Without a strong USP, you'll be one more shop lost in the noise. This requires deep market research before you even create your first product, not after. Understanding your competitors' pricing, product range, and marketing strategies is crucial to finding your own defensible space. But there's one key factor that often determines long-term success. Long-term vision is essential for Etsy success in 2026. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a small business that demands patience and persistence. Many sellers give up after a few months because they don't see immediate returns, often because they underestimated the initial investment and effort. A successful Etsy shop often takes 6 to 12 months to become consistently profitable, sometimes longer. You need to be prepared for those initial months of minimal or even negative income. Think about building a brand, not just selling products. What's your unique story? How can you connect with customers beyond a single transaction? Building a loyal customer base and collecting positive reviews over time is far more valuable than a few sporadic sales. This marathon mindset is crucial to navigating the initial $5,000 investment and turning it into a thriving side hustle. But what should you do next? The hard truth about selling on Etsy in 2026 is that it requires significant upfront investment, both financially and in your time, often exceeding $5,000 before real profit. Don't go into it blind. If you're serious about starting an online side hustle, but worried about the high entry costs of Etsy, you might be wondering about other platforms that require less upfront capital. We have a video breaking down how to start dropshipping with less than $100. Watch that one next to explore a different path. And if you found this realistic breakdown helpful, please subscribe for more strategies to earn extra income and build real wealth.